Telecom National Consulting Group was founded by myself and my partner Steve. We're both executives with 30 years of combined broadband contract negotiating experience at the two largest cable and internet operators in the U.S., Charter Spectrum and Comcast Xfinity. And in addition, we have a combined 5 years of board experience. As former employees, we were able to learn every detail, nuance, negotiating tactic, and method employed by all the major service providers.
We learned that the motivation of the provider can be broken down in its simplest form to this: get as much access to the community as possible while giving up as little as possible.
We've seen communities sign over the rights to access the community for a 10-year period while merely getting a courtesy account at the clubhouse for the next decade.
They thought they did well. Meanwhile, they could have gotten 4 courtesy accounts and $50,000.
We've seen communities get offered bulk agreements from the provider, offered $26,000 up front, and we ended up getting them $160,000.
Unfortunately, for every success story like that, there are others that are not so fortunate.
Half of the communities aren't even aware they have an access agreement, let alone how valuable they are to the community.
We're going to change all of that by creating awareness and making it a level playing field for the associations. The provider has departments working on this, teams of people, legal teams, sales teams, operations teams, working on these agreements all year long, around the clock.
We were part of it. Board members are typically volunteers with little to no telecom experience, but then they find themselves tasked with challenging negotiations with the provider because of the role they're in, and they're simply overmatched.
We want to share the blueprint template we have with our experience gained while working with you, the client. Since starting this service, we have received all 5-star Google reviews, an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We're approved by the State of Florida Department of Business and Financial Regulations to teach courses on access agreements, right of entry, and easements. We teach these classes to property managers for their CU credit requirements.
Our mission is to get you the most value possible for your community's access agreement. We have the tools and background to get you there with Telecom National Consulting Group.
Before entering into an agreement with a service provider, please reach out to us and put our expertise and dedication to your best interest to work.